Hi, my name is Thomas.
Hi teacher, I'm Thảo.
Hi Tao, nice to meet you. I'm going to be your examiner for today's test, so let's get started with part one. Are you a student or do you work now?
I graduated a few years ago and now I'm working in full-time employment for an international company.
Thank you. Are you good at organising time?
Personally, I think I'm quite good at time management and meeting deadlines. Frequently, I make a schedule for my everyday tasks and schedule time for other things. As a result, I have time to undertake important things without feeling too stressed.
Thank you. Do you think you're good at art?
To be honest, I think I'm okay if I just sketching things for no purpose. But I don't think I can create a masterpiece in real life. I just try to actualize the abilities that I learned in high school to draw things as accurately as I can.
Okay, thank you very much. What's the farthest distance that you've travelled by car?
I have to say a trip to Lào Cai province in northern Vietnam, where my brother and I encountered several challenges in form of weather and cars. After a 12-hour driving, we were finally able to arrive to our destination village and give them goods and money that the members of the charity had contributed to us. It's definitely the longest duration that I've ever spent on a vehicle.
All right, thank you very much, Tam. Okay, for part two, I'd like you to describe an interesting discussion that you've had as part of your work or studies, okay? You can see here. You should say, what was the subject of the discussion? Who did you discuss the subject with? And what opinions were expressed? You've now got a minute to make notes. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, your minute starts now. Okay, Tam, I'd like you to describe an interesting discussion you had as part of your work or studies.
I can remember many interesting discussions and conversations over the year, especially at my work. But today I'd like to talk about an interesting and stimulating discussion that I had as a university student. The seminar that I'm going to talk about took place 4 years ago, when I was a second-year student at university and was enjoying learning about all the cool things about physics. In fact, I liked my subject so much that whenever there was a discussion or argument about theories of or laws of physics, I would never hesitate to take part. Just like I didn't hesitate to do so with two of my classmates. Well, by the way, the subject of the discussion among us was time travel, and we all argued to get our points across based on our very limited knowledge at that time. However, my argument is a bit different from my two classmates. I told them that we were and are always doing time traveling. But as I argued, time travel is just meant to take us forward and all at the same rate. On the other hand, my classmate argued with the findings from some research works, and that it's possible to approach the speed of light by producing the force that is equal to the gravity at the surface of the Earth. The discussion continued for almost 1 hour, and we all agreed that time travel is not just a fantasy or some sort of science fiction. Anyway, even though we didn't agree with each other during the discussion, I found it very interesting because actually I learned a lot of new things from it. And it was also during that conversation I was convinced for the first time that time travel into the past could be possible someday.
Move on to part 3, okay? When should children be able to make their own decisions and have their own opinions?
Well, I don't think there should be a limit on the age of children to make their own decisions or opinion. In fact, many modern parents have trained their children to be independent and make their own decisions.
Okay, should parents pay attention to their children's opinions?
No. Children are too inexperienced for these responsibilities. Even as a teacher, I feel that the opinions of minors can be safely ignored.
Okay, thank you. What jobs do you think need good communication skills?
In my opinion, communication skills are equally important for all aspects of life in any jobs and positions. I can't really think of any jobs that don't require a good degree of communication skills.
Okay, thank you very much.